What's up? Ever since I started eating raw meat, I've been getting the same comments over and over again. Humans evolved by eating cooked meat. I understand that I'm talking to mentally challenged people because they believe in evolution, so how do I even explain it to them? Maybe some of you are watching right now. If you put your hand into fire, it will be ouchie, ouchie. And if you put it on a hot stove, it will also be ouchie, ouchie, because fire is destructive, so don't put your food into it. Cooking destroys. What does it destroy? The cells, the molecules. What are you made out of? Where are the nutrients stored? What is meat? An animal. What are you? An animal. You're so fucking dumb. You brainwashed scientism following sheeple like studies so much, right? At least you read the titles. Every study ever done shows that cooked meat has less nutrients. So how did we evolve if raw food has more nutrients? There's no fucking logic at all. Never has been. You believe a fantasy story. What do you need for brain growth? B12. Cooked meat is notoriously known for destroying even over 90% of B12 when it's well done. Creatine, also completely destroyed. The omega-3s, vitamin D, all of it is destroyed by cooking food. It has only caused brain shrinkage. Fuck. Something that is destructive is not going to make your food healthier or beneficial if you only do it for 5 or 10 minutes. If you cook your food for an hour, then you will turn it into charcoal. If you do it for a shorter period, then you will destroy it less, but you still destroy it, you fucking idiot. Why the fuck do you do it at all? How did you evolve by eating food that has less nutrients? Explain that. I'm waiting. Where is the fucking proof? They will say, we denatured the proteins so that we can absorb them better. Fantasy story, where's the proof? Never been proof. You're making up bullshit and you believe it. You're a religious believer. You believe man-made beliefs. That's it. That's it.
Here's the perfect example of a study done by imbeciles. And by using studies like this, they actually come to the conclusion that cooked meat is more nutritious because it has more calories. Completely ignoring the micronutrients and everything else that has been destroyed by cooking, which you need for proper development of the human body and every other animal. This proves how bad cooked meat is. It's so ridiculous once you understand it. Look at raw, it says 16. Then look at PF, which stands for pan-fried, 24. Why? Because when you cook meat, the water leaves the meat. And where are the water-soluble vitamins? In the water. This is why they have to add more dry cooked meat to make it 100 grams again. So they make it seem as if magically they created protein out of thin air by cooking the meat, when actually they lost weight because they lost the water and had to add more dry meat to it to make it 100 grams again. This completely proves how much better raw meat is. How can you fall for this? How can you be so dumb? This is why vegans say that quote-unquote meat eaters are low in B12. Those are modern slave junk food eaters who destroy most of the B12 by cooking the meat. A real meat eater eats raw meat, and they get all of the B12.
Denaturing your food is the worst thing you could possibly do because your body won't recognize it anymore. Cooked meat is man-made. Your body only recognizes natural food. Hello? This is why there are no studies done on the digestion of raw meat in humans. It would expose the whole lie. Scientists are actually afraid of touching raw meat. They're such pussies. There are studies done on rats which show that cooked meat is obviously harder to digest, as it is for all animals, and we are animals. There's in vitro studies which prove nothing, and then there's of course humans who actually eat raw meat. And we know that it's easier to digest. That's all the proof that you need. You hardly need to chew it compared to cooked meat, which is tough, and you don't feel it in your stomach, whereas cooked meat sits in your stomach. Thanks for watching.